welcome to my show with you guys today. Insights here with Alex Nyman, a full hour of the very best in jazz and world music. It's going to be mostly jazz today. In fact, I'm going to kick off with a really cool track by a very, very nice saxophone player called Marion Meadows. It's a guy, and the album cover is particularly nice. He's topless. I've thought about maybe doing the same thing for one of my albums, but not too sure that anybody would buy one of those. Certainly not for the strength of the cover, that's for sure. Anyway, enjoy this. This is called Dressed to Chill. Marion Meadows there with Dressed to Chill, and I do hope you've had a nice chill start to your week. The weather is rather splendid today, and we had a lovely weekend at home. It was very, very nice and very enjoyable. Got to do a little bit of gardening around the house, snipping a few hedges here and there and mowing the lawns and all that sort of stuff that you do at the weekends, and very pleasant it was as well. And got a bit of a sweat on, actually, I must say. I did yesterday in particular. I don't know, maybe it was just where we are, I'm not too sure, but boy, it was humid. Anyway, enough of my gardening exploits. Let's move on to a lovely singer. I haven't really heard very much of her before, and I just kind of came across her the other day, and her name is Genevieve Artadi, and I got a few tracks from her. In fact, I got a few tracks from several people, and I'm going to sort of pick and choose as I go through the day, and we'll see how we get on. Let's have a listen to Genevieve Artadi with a beautiful track called Message to Self.
You
I'm sure you'll agree that that was quite different, and I absolutely loved that. I thought that was fantastic. Some really very complex sort of chord structures going on there, and just the way that they was kind of moving from one to the next had very, very sort of disparate kind of feel about it. But I thought that was fabulous. Love the lyrics as well. Of course, I've got them all coming up on my my little iPad monitor here, so I can see exactly what they're about to say. And of course, if it's anything naughty, then I of course will switch it off. And let's move on to somebody who's definitely not naughty guy. His name is Jeremy Pelt, and he is a wonderful, wonderful trumpet player. And this is from, I think it's his latest album. It's called The Art of Intimacy. It's Volume 2, His Muse. Let's have a listen to this. It's called Two Different Worlds. Mr. Jeremy Pelt there with The Art of Intimacy. That's his album, his Muse, Volume 2. And that track was called Two Different Worlds. Beautiful. I mean, it's just like, it's almost like a good old standard, you know, but with a very sort of nice contemporary feel to it. Beautiful playing as well, just absolutely gorgeous. Right, where should we go, Alex? Come on, what are we going to do? Saxophone? No. We have one. I keep on overloading my programs with saxophones. That's enough. No, don't go there. Right, I'm going to go with Gretchen Palato and Lionel Luecki. And Lionel is a fabulous guitarist. He's a very, very special guitar player. And Gretchen is a wonderful vocalist. And this is a track from these two guys, and it's called I Miss You.
When I turned around to say that I loved you, then I realized that it was just my mind playing tricks on me. It seems colder lately at night, and I try to sleep with the lights on every time the phone. I just can't believe that we're through. I miss you. There's no other way to say it, and I can't deny it. I miss you. It's so easy to see. I miss you and me. Our first love, all the feelings that we used to share. I refuse to believe that you don't care. I miss you. There's no other way to say it, and I can't deny it. I miss you. It's so easy to see. I've got to gather my senses together. I've been through worse kinds of weather. If it's over now, be strong. I can't believe that you're gone.
And there you have it, Gretchen Palato and Lionel Luege with, that was called, Come on Alex, I Miss You. Beautiful, beautiful playing, wonderful stuff. Okay, right, now then, let's get back to some more kind of like straight ahead jazzy stuff. Okay, I'm sure you're absolutely riveting for it and saying, come on Alex, give us something with a saxophone in it. For heaven's sakes, we've not had anything with a saxophone in it for minutes. So I know, let's go with David Sanborn. I haven't played any. This is actually, I think it's kind of like a revision of a track that he did way, way, way back in the day called Hideaway. And it's have a little listen to this. It's David Sanborn in his heyday. Fantastic stuff. It sounds like they've tried to put David Sanborn's alto sax through as many effects pedals as they possibly could all in one go. That was some serious slapback reverb on there. And I think there was a brief glimpse there of actually what it really sounds like, but everything else was, I don't think I've ever heard it played like that. I mean, it seems to be like it looks like it's come from the album, but geez, I don't know. I've never heard it played like that. I'm going to have to get that one out of my system now. Play another saxophone player just to take that taste out of my mouth. Okay. Let's go to Kirk Whalum. I mean, Kirk Whalum's a fantastic saxophone player. Now, if you've ever heard Whitney Houston back in the day with all her Saving All My Love for You and all those other ones, all those saxophone solos on that program, I'm just looking at myself in the program, all those saxophone solos that you would have heard on the albums were all played by Kirk Whalum. He was her man. Just saxophone man, as it were. And so all those famous solos that you heard were all played by Kirk. And here we go. This is one of his latest album. Let's just check what that is. Oh, actually, it's not the latest album. It's quite an old one, actually. It's called Colours, the album. And this particular track is called If Only for One Night. That was Dripping with Soul, if you know what I mean. Absolutely fantastic. So you can see how why he would be on a lot of the Whitney Houston tracks, because such a very passionate way of playing, and kind of really blended extremely well with Whitney's voice. I always thought anyway, and yeah. So anyway, it's a shame that she's not around anymore, but thankfully Kirk is. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back to Genevieve Attardi. So I'm going to play 2 more tracks from her, because that's all I've got left of her. And so the first one is called Visionary, and then very quickly after that I'm going to tell you. I'm reading the title. I'm going to tell you To Tell How I Adore You. To Tell How I Adore You. Yes, that's the name of the second track. So the first track coming up is Visionary. Enjoy. say, I really do like Genevieve Artadi's music, and I love her lyrics as well. She's written some of those, and I think there was one particular track there that was written by someone else, but those last two tracks, she's actually written the music and the lyrics as well. Very, very deep, meaningful stuff. I mean, I've got them popping up in front of me so I can sort of see how they're coming up. But really beautiful, and not sort of like normal sort of time signatures, if you will. There's nothing there that's sort of particularly regular. So I think it just really sums up, everything. I love the lyrics and the music, just really work together so well. Anyway, so that's a good name for you to remember if you want to check out more of her. That's Genevieve Artadi, Artadi. Yeah, right. So I'm going to carry on. But before I do, I better say hi to all the guys down at JR Orchards in Greytown. And I hope you guys are all well. Always nice to say hi to Jamie and the team, and hope the apple season is going well. I can see next door to us in Stella Ball Park there in Greytown that the apples are fully ripened. Well, the ones that would be ripened at this time of the season. I'm sure that there are probably others that probably ripen a little bit later, but of those I have not had any, but I have had some of the ones from next door, and they are absolutely delicious. Just have to sort of reach over the fence, grab one, and start eating. It's fantastic. I love it. Anyway, I hope Melissa's doing well down at the New Zealand School of Music. A little student of mine who's just gone over there to start the jazz course, and she's given me all sorts of reports about it all, and sounds like she's having a great time, and I hope she is, because it's a great thing to be able to do. Just go and study saxophone, jazz at in the capital, and hopefully hang out with some really cool people, which I'm sure she is, and I'm looking forward to seeing her when she comes back. She's up for, I think, in the semester break, so she's going to come up and see me, maybe have a little lesson or two, and show me everything that she's up to, and I quite look forward to that. Anyway, let's carry on. Talking of saxophone players, I haven't played one now for a while, so I'm going to do that right now, and this is Ben Wendell. I played some tracks from him before, and he's very, very, very good. He's not he's not an older guy. He's one of the younger lions, a bit like me. Not. I'm not sure if this is the tenderly, as in the da dee 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 da dee 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 da da dee. I don't think it's that one. It might be, but if it is, great. And if it's not, then I'm sorry. But anyway, it's 6 minutes and 30 seconds long. Let's have a listen and see whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. And it's featuring Jose James. It is the one I meant. Yeah. It's beautiful, John. Listen to this.
Caress the trees tenderly. The trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly. Then you and I came wandering by, and lost in a sigh were we. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. and closed me inside. You took my lips, you took my love, so tenderly. Your arms open wide and closed me inside. You took my lips, you took my love, you took my lips, you took my love, you took my lips, you took my love, so
Yes, tenderly, in a way that I've not heard it played before. And I come to think, when I hear something that's reharmonized so much like that it kind of loses sight of the original so much that it's I'm not sure that for me, I can't say that I really enjoyed that much. It didn't really. I mean, I appreciate the complexities of the reharmonization. I was going to play you a version of that by Chet Baker, which is just the original. See what you think of this. right is how the original is played. As I say, they're very. I'm going to just sort of back off that one now because I just wanted you to hear how the, I guess how the original sounded, because otherwise you might have a rather disjointed view of what actually is a beautiful ballad becoming something completely different. So, Ben, thank you very much. We're going to move on to a fabulous drummer. His name is Eric Reed, and I've got a couple of tracks from him. I'm going to play just one of them, and I think I've got probably not time for a couple more. And this is a well-known jazz standard. This is called Along Came Betty. Enjoy. There you have it, Eric Reed playing Along Came Betty with, I should also add, Luca Alemano on the piano and Reggie Quinley on the bass. Wonderful stuff. Let's go back to Jeremy Pelt, that beautiful trumpet player, and one more track from his album, and that's going to be it from me today. Yep, that's right. Yes, 2 for the road. That's the one. And just to wish you a wonderful week ahead. Hope everything goes well for you, and let's hope the weather sticks with us for a little while longer. And I look forward to catching up with you hopefully next Monday, 12 to 1 p.m. here on Arrow FM. And wishing you a wonderful week. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.
If you're feeling fancy-free, come travel through the world with me. And any place we chance to be will be a rendezvous. 2 for the road, we'll travel through the years, collecting precious memories, selecting souvenirs, and living life the way we please. Summertime, the sun will shine. In winter, we'll drink summer wine. And every day that you are mine will be a lovely day, as long as love still wears a smile.